Okay, so I saw this conversation between Larry and Lynette, right? And of course, Larry's asking the question as to why Lynette needs him to divorce Bethany, just to kind of get something straight. And I feel I need to get into this. Let's go. Let's run into it.
Did you ask me to divorce Bethany so you and I can get back together?
Were
Don't
you thinking
laugh.
about that?
Don't laugh.
That's
It's a,
funny.
it's a
That's
serious
funny.
question.
Oh, you're being serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because let's think about it. Lynette's son is big, okay? It's not like he's small. And y'all didn't work out. So why would you ask that? And please, friends, I already know who Bethany is. Don't worry. I'm very aware as to who Bethany is as a person. But let's keep rocking.
No, no, that has nothing to do with it. However, it does have a lot to do with what happened, all the drama she brings into not just your life. When she brings it into your life, she brings it into our life. Everything pours over onto the whole family. We all have to deal with it. Hence, me going to jail and
All right, so a bee's bothering her. Okay, so while I didn't like the mere fact that Lynette had to go to jail, right? Understandable of that because I did never want to see somebody having to go to jail at all. The idea of asking your child's father, and you are a grown person, to divorce his wife because she's creating so many issues for y'all is just wild. If Larry is to divorce Bethany, that should be on his own volition. It should be on his own accord. And it should be because he thinks that, it's not workable for both of them to coexist together. It shouldn't be because of just some hurry come up, idea from Lynette to say, hey, I think you need to, divorce your wife because it's not working on for us. They don't have a relationship together. So I don't know where this is going, but I don't quite agree with it. If you're seeing where I'm going with this.
It's gone. It's gone.
me going to jail and then, having to deal with the repercussions of everything that came with that.
Okay, hold on.
Did you get it?
I don't even smell like a flower.
Okay. That's a compliment, right?
That is something.
Okay. Good enough. But no, again, it's just I don't want to have to deal with her anymore. You're a part of my life forever.
Yes and no. It's like yes and no. I don't know where people get off with this, where they have a child with someone, right? And I understand during the years of 1 to, I'd say, 18. Sure. Y'all will have to coexist and you have to co-parent. You know what? Let me move the age up to 22. Let's say you go college, whatever it is, and you go up to the age of 22 and y'all have to coexist and talk and all that kind of stuff. But after that, it's over. There is no you are a part of my life for forever. No, you're not. No, I don't care if you guys have kids. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're living your life and I'm living my life. And again, I'm not a Bethany fan. I'm not saying I'm a Bethany fan. I'm not taking up for Bethany. But if this is going to be something Larry's going to do, which is get a divorce from Bethany, that's something Larry needs to do on Larry's own. Not because Lynette feels like she's supposed to suggest as to what Larry should be doing. Is it that Larry's supposed to divorce his wife and then come to go marry Lynette? That's a good question. It's a very, very good question that he's asking. Like, what? That's all I'm saying. You know what? This is a very brazen question. It is a very brazen statement. I mean, by Lynette, very brazen. Because if it was Larry, if the roles were turned and Larry was telling her to do that, it would have been met with a lot of backlash. I guarantee you, it would have been met with a lot of backlash. He'd have been called, a sucker. He'd have been called a no good man. He'd have been called a man who's trying to force her to do things. It's out of pocket, personally. But I really want to hear y'all's take from this because I feel like my audience is very mature, and so I really and truly want to hear what y'all think.
We have a child, we have a son together. Yes, he's grown, but he is still ours, and we still have to co parent. We have a grandson now.
What is the co-parenting? He's grown. He's a big man. If he's a big man, if he's a grown man, how does that get into anything at all? That doesn't get into anything. No. Look here. Do I, do you guys have to probably say, I don't know, go to events together or something like that effect? Sure. It may have like an award sermon that he may want both of you to attend. Okay, so you attend, and that's about it. I do not agree with this stance right here, but I think they're putting something forward to the audience, which is quite interesting. And that's why I say I really want it. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe this is cultural. Maybe it is, because sometimes I don't know. You know what I mean? And when I say that, it doesn't mean to be any insult, friends. I just have to understand that culturally, this is just different. That's all I have to understand with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want that. I don't want what she brings into Kenai's life.
Right.
And I know you don't either.
Yeah. Well, it's the way you presented the question. And I thought about it, and I just wanted to ask you to see what your thought process was. Make sure I wasn't missing something, or I was I didn't want to misunderstand
Okay.
your logical reason.
There was no malice intended.
Okay.
Okay. We had our time, you know, but we're in a better place as co-parents and co-grandparents. We're in a better place.
Okay.
So no malice. I don't plan on building a house on another woman's tears. Just not me. Just not me.
Yeah, but then why would you come up with something like that? Because I wouldn't have come up with something like that. I wouldn't tell my child's mother that she needs to leave some man because while my kid is old. This again too. Your kid is big. Your kid is a grown whatever it is. Hey, you need to leave that person because I'm gonna be in your life forever. Really? That's all I'm saying. It's a very weird state. That's a very weird question for her to ask.
Okay. All right. No, it's just something I just wanted to ask, and I didn't want to have that on my mind going back home and just thinking about it. So we're face to face. I just wanted to ask you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
we're in a good place, and I'd like to stay there.
all right. Okay. Well, got my answer. Thank you for honesty. I appreciate it. But I gotta get out of here. Take care.
Yes.
Let me know when y'all on your way home and stuff. Okay.
You be safe. And can I call you to make sure you made it home safely
Yes, you can.
without having the repercussion of getting a phone call?
You can call.
Okay, cool.
It's wildly inappropriate. I mean, and she should be able to call. Yeah, sure, you can call for whatever it is, but well, I don't know. Hey, come out of the woodwork, friends. Listen. O'Neill wants to know. I really do want to know, friends. I have my little what you call it, premonitions. I do have my stance on it, but I don't know. Maybe it is a thing here where when kids go past a certain age, you're still sharing each other together. I don't know. It's like you're still sharing each other together based on what I'm getting. In Jamaica, it is what it is. I mean, hey, if you let me put it this way: in Jamaica, it is what it is. You have a kid with someone else. That's about it. Y'all separate. Y'all live separate lives. That's just it. Wanna live separate lives. Both of y'all never get in each other's business. You just never do. You just don't. And especially when your kid gets older, that makes it even greater that you'll never get into each other's business. You just won't. That is the cultural presentation of things. But I keep hearing this over and over again. Shayla has said this, and now, Lynette has now come up with the same thing with Larry. And I'm wondering, is this maybe something cultural that I don't know? So I want to learn. Give me a teaching moment because I don't mind the teaching moments. Y'all know me. That's why I created the channel, anyways. Give me y'all's take. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.